Imagine this: you're 70, maybe even 75, and you notice that everyday tasks, like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even getting out of a chair, are starting to feel harder than they used to. Your doctor might even warn you that you're losing muscle due to age. That phrase can sound scary because once muscle is gone, independence slowly slips away. Now, here's the shocking truth: the protein that most people believe is the gold standard for muscle building, eggs, might not actually be the best choice for seniors. Yes, eggs are packed with nutrients, but research is now showing that there's another source of protein that works better than eggs when it comes to rebuilding and protecting muscle, especially in people over 70. And no, it's not some expensive supplement or a gimmick from a late-night commercial. It's a real, natural, and highly effective protein that has been studied in clinical research, and it's proving to be more powerful than what we once thought. But why does this matter? Because muscle is more than just strength. After 70, muscle mass is directly linked to fall prevention, bone protection, metabolism, and even brain health. Seniors who keep their muscles strong live longer, avoid nursing homes, and maintain their independence. Weak muscles, on the other hand, increase the risk of falls, fractures, hospital stays, and sadly, losing the ability to live on your own. So, if you've been eating eggs every morning thinking they're the best for your muscles, what if I told you that you might be missing out on something even more effective? Something that could give you back your strength, your balance, and your confidence to stay active well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. In this video, I'll break down why muscle loss after 70 happens, why eggs aren't always enough, the protein that works better than eggs, and exactly how you can start using it to rebuild your strength starting today. Stay with me until the end, because I'll also share a few simple tips that make this protein even more powerful, practical advice you can use immediately. Let's dive in. Growing older is a gift, but it comes with challenges that very few people talk about. One of the biggest, most silent challenges is something doctors call sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle as we age. Starting around age 30, we naturally begin to lose muscle every single year, but after age 70, this decline speeds up dramatically. In fact, research shows that seniors can lose as much as 15% of their muscle strength per decade after 70. That's not just about looking weaker, it's about living weaker. Think about it: muscle is what allows you to walk without a cane, to get out of bed without help, to pick up your grandchild, to push open a heavy door. Without strong muscles, even the simplest activities of daily life become a struggle. And here's the most eye-opening fact: muscle loss is one of the strongest predictors of disability and early death in older adults. Now, most of us have been told that eating enough protein is the solution. And for decades, eggs have been promoted as the ultimate protein source. After all, eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids, and bodybuilders have sworn by them for years. You might even have been told by your doctor to start the day with eggs for strength. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. New science is now showing that eggs might not be the best protein option for seniors. Yes, they're still healthy, but there's another protein, one that has been tested head-to-head against eggs, that's proving to be more effective for building muscle, protecting strength, and even supporting overall health in people over 70. And before you start thinking it's some expensive powder or a strange superfood that you've never heard of, let me assure you, it's something natural, affordable, and easy to add into your daily routine. The best part? Seniors who include this protein in their diets often notice improvements in muscle function, balance, and recovery, things that eggs alone may not provide. In this video, I'll guide you through a journey. First, we'll explore why muscle loss happens so quickly after 70 and why it's so dangerous if ignored. Second, we'll look at why eggs fall short for seniors, even though they're nutritious. Third, I'll reveal the protein that works better than eggs, supported by real scientific research. Fourth, I'll show you exactly how this protein works inside your body to protect and rebuild muscle. Finally, we'll go over practical, everyday tips so you can start using this knowledge immediately and feel stronger in your daily life. By the end of this video, you'll not only know which protein is more powerful than eggs, you'll also have the tools to fight back against muscle loss, regain confidence in your body, and stay independent for years to come. So let's begin with the first step, understanding why building muscle after 70 is so difficult in the first place. When you were in your 20s, 30s, and even 40s, building muscle might have felt almost effortless. A bit of activity, some decent meals, and your body responded with strength. But after 70, it feels like the rules change. You can eat the same foods, even do light exercises, and still watch your muscles shrink. Why? Because aging affects our muscles in several powerful ways. First, there's sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle tissue. Starting around 30, the average person loses about 3 to 5% of muscle mass each decade. But after 70, this loss can accelerate to nearly 1% per year. That means if you do nothing, you could lose 20 to 30% of your strength in just a single decade. Second, your body's anabolic response, its ability to turn protein from food into new muscle, becomes weaker with age. This is called anabolic resistance. In younger people, eating a protein-rich meal quickly stimulates muscle repair and growth. But in seniors, the same amount of protein might not trigger the same muscle-building response. In other words, the older you get, the harder it becomes for your body to use protein efficiently. Third, hormone levels change dramatically. Testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, and insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, all decline with age. These hormones act as signals that tell your muscles to grow stronger after activity. Without them, even if you eat well, the message doesn't get through as strongly. Fourth, there's inflammation. Many seniors live with low-grade chronic inflammation, sometimes from arthritis, sometimes from diabetes, sometimes just from aging itself. This inflammation interferes with muscle repair, making it harder for new muscle fibers to form. And finally, lifestyle plays a huge role. Many seniors naturally become less active, whether because of joint pain, fatigue, or medical conditions. Unfortunately, when activity decreases, muscles weaken even faster. It becomes a vicious cycle. Less strength leads to less activity, and less activity leads to even less strength. Now, why does this matter so much? Because muscle is not just about appearance. It's about independence. Strong muscles mean you can walk steadily without fear of falling. They mean you can push yourself out of a chair without help, lift groceries without straining, and keep doing the hobbies you love, gardening, traveling, dancing. Weak muscles, on the other hand, lead to falls, fractures, hospital stays, and often a permanent loss of freedom. But here's the good news, even after 70, it's absolutely possible to rebuild and protect muscle. Studies have shown that with the right nutrition and the right type of protein, seniors can still gain strength, improve balance, and even increase muscle mass. The body never loses its ability to adapt, it just requires more focused effort. This is why the choice of protein becomes so important. When your body is already less efficient at turning protein into muscle, you can't afford to waste time with sources that don't deliver maximum benefit. This brings us to a big question: are eggs really the best protein for seniors? Or is there something better? For decades, eggs have been celebrated as the perfect protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids, are affordable, easy to cook, and widely available. Athletes and bodybuilders have relied on eggs for generations, and even many doctors recommend them as a healthy source of protein for older adults. But here's where things get interesting: eggs may not be the best protein source for people over 70 who want to rebuild muscle. Let's break it down. First, While eggs are rich in protein, each large egg contains only about 6 grams of protein. For younger adults, that may be enough to help trigger muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build new muscle. But remember the problem of anabolic resistance we discussed earlier? Seniors need more protein per meal to get the same effect. A single egg or even 2 eggs might not be sufficient to fully stimulate muscle repair in someone over 70. Second, the amino acid profile matters. Muscle growth is especially dependent on one amino acid called leucine. Leucine acts like the on switch for muscle building. Without enough leucine, your muscles simply don't respond, even if you're getting protein from other sources. Eggs do contain leucine, but the levels may not be high enough to overcome anabolic resistance in older adults. Third, eggs can come with other challenges. Some seniors are advised to limit cholesterol intake, and although we now know that dietary cholesterol isn't as harmful as once believed, many people still avoid eating more than 1 or 2 eggs a day. That restriction alone makes it harder to get enough protein from eggs alone. Fourth, digestion and absorption matter. As we age, our digestive systems often become less efficient. Some people struggle to fully absorb the protein from eggs, meaning their muscles never get the full benefit. This can be especially true for seniors with digestive issues, reduced stomach acid, or certain medications that interfere with nutrient absorption. Fifth, there's the practical side. Eating enough eggs to hit your protein target can be difficult. To get 25 to 30 grams of protein in one meal, the amount research suggests is needed for seniors to maximize muscle synthesis, you'd need to eat about 4 to 5 eggs. For many people, that's simply too much at once, especially if they're watching calories or dealing with appetite loss. Finally, research is showing us that eggs, while still healthy, may simply not be the most efficient option for building and protecting muscle in seniors. Studies comparing egg protein with other sources have found that certain proteins, particularly those with higher leucine content and easier digestibility, actually outperform eggs when it comes to muscle growth in older adults. Now, don't get me wrong, eggs are still a good food. They provide vitamins like B12 and D, minerals like selenium, and antioxidants like lutein, which support eye health. They can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. But if you are over 70 and your main goal is to rebuild muscle, protect strength, and prevent falls, relying only on eggs for your protein might leave you short of what your body truly needs. This brings us to the exciting part. If eggs aren't the ultimate protein for seniors, then what is? Is there really a protein source that works better than eggs for people over 70? The answer is yes, and the science behind it is fascinating. Words. So here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. If eggs aren't the best protein for seniors to rebuild and protect muscle, then what is? The answer is whey protein. Yes, the same protein often associated with athletes and bodybuilders is now being recognized by researchers as one of the most effective proteins for older adults, especially those over 70. And here's why. First, whey protein is incredibly rich in leucine, the amino acid that acts as the trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Remember how we said seniors often need more leucine to turn on muscle building because of anabolic resistance? Well, whey protein has one of the highest natural concentrations of leucine compared to other proteins, even higher than eggs. This means that whey protein is more effective at flipping the switch and stimulating new muscle growth in older bodies. Second, whey protein is fast-digesting and highly bioavailable. That means your body can absorb and use it more efficiently than many other protein sources. For seniors with weaker digestion, this is a huge advantage. When you consume whey, those amino acids are quickly broken down and delivered directly to your muscles, where they're needed most. Third, scientific studies have put whey protein to the test against eggs and other protein sources. The results? Time and again, whey comes out on top for improving muscle protein synthesis in older adults. In fact, one study found that seniors who consumed whey protein after resistance exercise had significantly greater muscle-building responses compared to those who consumed casein or egg protein. Fourth, whey protein doesn't just help build muscle, it also helps preserve it. This is critical because after 70, maintaining what you already have is just as important as gaining new muscle. Whey protein provides a steady supply of amino acids that help protect against muscle breakdown, especially during times of stress, illness, or inactivity. Fifth, whey protein offers benefits beyond muscle. It can support immune function, help regulate blood sugar, and even improve wound healing, all issues that become more important as we age. And because whey is low in fat and carbs, it's easier to fit into a healthy diet without adding unnecessary calories. Now, you might be wondering, is whey protein safe for seniors? The answer is yes. For most people, whey protein is not only safe, but incredibly beneficial. Of course, anyone with kidney disease or certain medical conditions should consult their doctor before adding supplements. But for the majority of healthy seniors, whey protein is a simple, affordable, and powerful way to protect muscle. Compare this to eggs. To get the same muscle-boosting effect, you'd need to eat several eggs at once, something not everyone finds appealing or practical. With whey, a single serving can deliver 20 to 30 grams of protein, along with the leucine needed to trigger muscle growth. It's convenient, easy to digest, and highly effective. So while eggs are still healthy and can absolutely be part of your diet, whey protein has a clear edge when it comes to fighting muscle loss after 70. It's the protein that works better than eggs, and now that you know the science, you can start making it work for you. But here's the key, simply knowing about whey protein isn't enough. To truly see results, you need to understand how to use it, when to take it, how much to consume, and how to combine it with lifestyle choices that amplify its power. That's what we'll explore next. At this point, you know that whey protein is the superstar for seniors who want to stay strong after 70. But let's dig deeper. How exactly does whey protein work inside your body to build and maintain muscle? Understanding this will not only motivate you, but also help you use whey more effectively. First, let's talk about muscle protein synthesis, the process of building new muscle. As you age, your body doesn't respond to protein as efficiently as it once did. That's anabolic resistance. Think of it like a stubborn engine that doesn't start easily anymore. Whey protein provides the perfect spark because it's packed with leucine, the amino acid that flips on the engine. In fact, whey protein has about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per serving, which is just the right amount to activate muscle growth in older adults. Second, whey protein is rapidly digested and absorbed. Within about 20 to 30 minutes of drinking whey, amino acids are flooding your bloodstream, reaching your muscles faster than almost any other protein source. This quick delivery is especially important after physical activity, like walking, resistance bands, or light strength training, when your muscles are primed to soak up nutrients. Third, whey protein not only helps you build new muscle but also prevents muscle breakdown. After 70, your body naturally breaks down muscle faster than it builds it. Illness, stress, or even skipping meals can accelerate this loss. Whey protein slows that process by keeping amino acids available in your system, protecting your muscles from shrinking. Fourth, whey protein also supports muscle recovery. Many seniors experience soreness or fatigue after even mild activity. Whey contains key amino acids like glutamine and cysteine that help repair muscle fibers, reduce soreness, and get you back on your feet faster. This is critical, because the more consistent your movement, the stronger you become. Fifth, whey protein has been shown to improve balance and reduce fall risk in older adults. Why? Because stronger muscles mean better stability. Clinical studies have shown that seniors who consume whey protein and combine it with light resistance training improve their walking speed, grip strength, and balance, all factors that directly reduce the chances of dangerous falls. Sixth, whey protein also works hand in hand with exercise. Think of exercise as the blueprint for muscle building, and protein as the construction materials. Without the blueprint, your body doesn't know where to build. Without the materials, it can't build at all. When you combine even light strength training with whey protein, the results are far greater than either one alone. Finally, let's not forget the whole body benefits. Whey protein helps regulate blood sugar, which is important for seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes. It also supports immune health, thanks to compounds like lactoferrin, and can even help with weight management by keeping you fuller for longer. All of these benefits indirectly protect your muscle health, because when your body is healthier overall, your muscles have a better environment to thrive. In short, whey protein works on multiple levels. It activates muscle growth with leucine. It delivers amino acids quickly to your muscles. It protects against muscle breakdown. It supports recovery so you can keep moving. It improves balance and reduces falls. It enhances the benefits of exercise. This is why researchers consistently say that whey protein is one of the most effective tools for seniors who want to maintain independence and strength after 70. But now that you know how whey works, the next question is, how can you actually use it in your daily life? After all, it's not just about knowing, it's about applying. So let's look at the best ways to add whey protein into your routine, without making it complicated. So, let's bring everything together. We started this journey with a simple but powerful truth: muscle is life. After the age of 70, losing muscle isn't just about feeling weaker, it's about losing independence, confidence, and even years of your life. But the other truth is just as important: you're never too old to fight back. For years, eggs have been seen as the gold standard of protein. They're healthy, yes, but for seniors facing the challenge of anabolic resistance, they may not be enough. That's where whey protein comes in. With its high leucine content, fast absorption, and proven ability to stimulate muscle growth in older adults, whey protein stands out as the protein that works better than eggs for building and maintaining strength. Think about what this means for you. It means that every shake, every scoop, every serving of whey protein is more than just nutrition, it's a tool. A tool that helps you climb the stairs without struggling, carry your groceries with ease, keep your balance when walking across the room, and enjoy the freedom of living life on your own terms. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle to see results. Adding whey protein to your daily routine is simple. A shake in the morning. A smoothie after a short walk. A boost after a light resistance workout. Small steps, but steps that can change everything. Now, imagine yourself 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. Instead of feeling weaker, you feel stronger. Instead of worrying about falls, you feel steady on your feet. Instead of slowing down, you're keeping up, with your friends, with your family, with the life you want to live. That's the real power of making this change today. Of course, whey protein is not magic. It works best when combined with other healthy habits: gentle strength exercises, regular movement, balanced nutrition, and good sleep. But when you add whey protein to the mix, you're giving your body the building blocks it desperately needs to fight back against muscle loss. So here's my challenge to you: don't wait. Don't let another year slip by with your muscles slowly fading away. Take action today. Try adding whey protein to your routine and notice how your body responds. Give yourself the gift of strength, energy, and independence. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, share it with a friend or family member who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more science-backed tips on senior health. Your support helps us continue creating content that empowers people just like you to live stronger, healthier, and longer lives. And remember, aging is not about giving up. It's about adapting, making smarter choices, and using the tools we now know can make a difference. You may be 70, 75, or even 80, but your story is far from over. With the right protein, the right mindset, and the right habits, you can keep writing that story with strength, confidence, and vitality. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.